The balancing posture for the Warrior series is called Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. So I'm going to start in high crescent lunge to show you this posture. I'm going to have a block nearby in case I need it. It is a balance posture. Balance varies from day to day. So one day you may have super good balance. The next day, balance may not be so great. I'm not sure how my balance is going to be today, so I'm going to have a block. And I might mess up, and that's perfectly fine. So we often see these yogis on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook doing these perfect postures. They do that many, many times until they get the one that they want. So I'm going to start in high crescent lunge. And I'm going to inhale my arms high. Some people like to join the hands together and place the pointer fingers together, pointing up, and interlacing the other fingers. So it's totally up to you. You can separate the hands. It takes a little bit more effort to put the hands together, so I'm going to keep mine apart just because, no, actually I'm going to keep them together because I feel like it helps balance me and streamlines me. So from here, I'm going to press into the front foot, finding the four corners of that foot, remembering mountain pose, and I'm going to step up, bringing this back foot off the ground. So right now I'm in Warrior 3. You do not have to bring your legs and upper body parallel in order to practice Warrior 3. This may be where you start to begin. You may be here. From here, if I feel like I'm balancing, I can begin to hinge from the hips and bring my upper body and my back foot as parallel to the floor as possible. Reaching through the fingertips, pressing through the heel, gazing down at the floor to help me hold my balance. And to come out of it, I'm going to come up into mountain pose. It's very challenging. My heart rate has gone up quite a bit. I'm going to do the other side now. So I was balancing on what looks like my right foot, but it was my left foot because I am your mirror image. This time, I'm going to go with my right foot. So I'm going to begin by stepping back into high crescent lunge. And you can start from mountain pose. That's perfectly fine. But if we're working it into a flow, we often would come from one of the warrior poses or from high crescent lunge. So here, I'm going to bring my hands into the position that I want, my arms into the position. I'm going to find the four corners of this front foot. I'm going to begin to walk this back foot up, lifting it up in my Warrior 3. Finding my breath and my balance, and if I feel comfortable, beginning to hinge, seeing if I can bring this leg and my upper body parallel to the floor. And this side is a bit more challenging for me than the other. I'm going to gaze down on the floor. So remember, your Warrior 3 may be here, and that's perfectly fine. So don't push yourself past your edge. Find your edge and go from there. If Warrior 3 is an issue, you can do airplane pose. It's very similar. I'm going to start on my left foot. I'm not going to come from high crescent this time. I'm going to demonstrate how you can take this from mountain pose. I'm going to lift my right leg, bend my knee. My arms are out beside me with my palms facing forward. And from here, when I feel like I've got my balance, I'm going to hinge from my hips, attempting to bring my upper body and my back leg as parallel to the floor as possible. Finding a gaze point and breathing through the pose. You may be here. This is fine. This is a great airplane. It's still working the hamstring and the glute of this balancing leg. So don't think that you're not getting a benefit if you don't bring your body parallel and your legs parallel. Not true. Let's do the other side. I'm going to balance on the opposite foot this time. Arms are down beside me. I'm in mountain pose. This time I'm going to inhale my left leg up And then on the exhale, if I feel balanced, I'm going to come into my airplane pose. And this side is challenging me again. Gazing down at the floor, lifting my leg up, softening my knees, reaching through my fingers, breathing deeply, and then coming out of it. Remember, if you're here, that's fine. You're feeling that in that glute and that hamstring. So those are our 2 balancing postures for the week, along with the warrior series. So our practice this week is going to take the sun salutations and incorporate those into the flow.